Hey everyone, this is Sean Batchelor, and welcome to my week 3 review video. This is the alpha presentation review, which reviews our app statement, demo of the apps on Android and iOS, as well as the both user and the standard flowcharts for our applications or our plans. My application right here is called Who's My Congressman, and let me start with my statement. It says, my application, this should be where Who's My Congressman, will be a hassle-free and convenient way for users to manually or automatically find contact details on their state senators and representatives. It's an exercise in democracy and freedom of information on our public servants. Who's my congressman? Alright, so this is the app right here. It's pretty straightforward, and it works both on iOS and Android so far. So right here you choose whether you want to locate a senator or representative. You can automatically locate that senator or representative. The application will geolocate you where you are, and it will find automatically your district that you're in, and then do another API search to get the name of your senator or representative. So it does two API calls, one to get your district from one API, and then a separate API to get the information on the senator or the representative. Same thing applies, it works in Android. So let me show you. If you want to find who's your senator, and you click on find automatically, it'll tell you who your senator is, or senators, because there's a senior and a junior seat. You can also locate your senator by last name. So let's try, once you hit the search key, I automatically program the keyboard to give you a search key. Once you hit the search key, it'll go out and pull the API data for your senator or representative. Same thing, it works for iOS, and just let me show you. I have a control here, so you can't submit a blank form. You have to enter a name or a state in it. You can also do that, locate your senators and representatives by state. I'm going to do a senator, and let's go Florida, that's my default. And it'll tell me who my senators are for Florida. That's Bill Nelson and Marco Rubio. Same thing here, it works for Android. So let's do Georgia. Oh, I gotta click on the keyboard. G-A. And gets the data. John Isaacson, Saxby Chambliss. So that's the application right there. And it works. Right now, I have the information pulling up in alerts just to display the functionality. When the application is complete, I will create contact cards for each person. And once I create those contact cards, I'll display them in a new window, store the data information that's pulled up in both locally and in the cloud. I'll use the local data from the local storage to present you with a list of your recent searches if you try to use the application without internet connection. So that's going to be a control right there for TI.network. And for the cloud, it'll be a backup for synchronization purposes. So when you change your devices in the future, if I do decide to create like a login where it can track you as a specific user, then once you log into the application, you can sync the results that you've actually searched for in the past. So that'll be available via the cloud. Now let me move over to this is my user flowchart right here. Looks a little messy. I drew it in pencil and then scanned it onto the computer, but I'll read through it so you can see. So this is my main screen right here. Where's my congressman? And as you can see, it's John, pretty much similar to what I have on screen. You will choose either a senator or representative, and then you have 3 choices here: automatic find, by name, or by state. And for automatic find, it's going to do the geolocate, then it's going to get your district, then it's going to get the Senate seats or the representative for the district that it found from your geolocate. If you try to do it by name, then it'll get all the senators with a given last name. Oh, I should make a note of that. That is definitely, it's a last name only search. So if you put in any other name, you're going to get an error message, and I will present that error message to the user. And then it will get all representatives with a given last name. If you go by state, it's going to list all the senators for the state, which is 2 for each state, and then all the representatives, which is a lot. If you don't have network connection, then this is right here. I'm going to pull the data from local storage and present you with the contact cards based on your recent searches. So you will always have a list of senators, just in case you're coming back to the app, you're out of range for internet connection, and you want to see something that you've already looked on. You won't be able to pull up new contacts, but you'll be able to pull up the old ones and browse through those and delete as necessary. Right here, with all 3 of the choices, automatic, by name, and state, it will present you with contact cards, and then I will store that contact card in local storage for later usage with offline usage, and as well as save it to the cloud for synchronization purposes. This is my flowchart right here. I'm running through the flow. We start at the main screen, then we're going to do a log on to the cloud. If you get an error message, I will do a log of that error message. That doesn't need to go to the user, so it's just going to be a log. If there's internet connection, then we'll go ahead and make the UI. If there's no internet connection, then we're going to read from internal storage, and we'll also notify the user that there is no internet connection, but we will output all the results to them also, and then we end in that tree right there. If we have internet, as I said before, we're going to make UI, and then you will choose whether you want to search for a senator or representative, and both senator or representative will give you, after you've chosen either senator or representative, you'll have your 3 choices, whether you want to do it automatic, by name, or by state. For all 3 choices, I did store some values in local storage using TI.properties temporary for usage in between my JavaScript files, and then I pull them to do the geolocate, and also to do get details for name and state. So for automatic, we'll do the geolocate using data from the APIs as well as from local storage, and then we'll get district. If there's an error message, we output that error to user. If there's no error, then we move on to getting details. If there's an error message on details, then we output that to user. and if there's no error, we move on to output results. For by name and by state, as I said, we pass through some variables in local storage, and then we'll do get details, error message, output to user, no error message, output results. Both output results will, as I've shown in my user flow, will create the contact cards on the next screen for the results that you've searched for. And they will be stored in internal storage, local storage, and also in the cloud for synchronization purposes. And that's the end of my data flow. So thank you very much for watching. This is Sean Batchelor, week 3, and it's our alpha presentation. Thank you, take care.